Gosh, of course. My mic was turned on the whole time. Turned off. Ugh. I don't want to restart, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go over this again. Welcome to the first or second episode of streaming for my grandkids. I thought, like, I'm basically streaming almost every day, and I thought of, what is this for? It's for me. It's for keeping myself focused while I'm doing random doodads here and there. Um, this is not the first stream that I did. I've done a few streams, but I think I ended up taking all of them down except for yesterday's one. I'm not sure because I got a copyright strike for having music playing, streaming my desktop audio. And I wasn't sure if there was music in the other ones as well, so this time I'm making sure that I'm not streaming the audio. I'm still listening to it, and you can see what's playing in the corner over here. I kind of like this HUD. This is not part of OBS. These are picture-in-picture thingies of me over here and my music playing, and it kind of makes me feel like I'm in a video game. I like it. But anyway, I'm getting back to work tomorrow, so I thought I'd get a. I actually have all my plans in a Google Doc, and initially I planned on moving the stuff I have in Google Docs into Google Task Lists, which I still want to do. But recently I discovered Milanote and it's been blowing my mind. It's so good. So I'm just going to. Mm, I can actually draw on Milanote from my e-ink tablet over here and my laptop. So basically, I've got two input points for Milanote, uh, apart from the keyboard. But somehow I find the laptop is better at panning and zooming across and stuff, and the e-ink tablet is better at actually writing. Um, I mean, the laptop is good as well, but it's a bit far away, so I'm just kind of like, I might use it for big sweeping things, but I'll probably use the tab. This is all very complicated. I'll just get on with the stream. So, I had, I'm starting a fresh board for the week 2, and maybe I'll also write down the dates. So I consider Sunday as the first day of the week. Drinking a nice Träumschön tea because it's already 4:42. I wonder if anyone's watching on YouTube. Meh, I don't care. I mean, I've got the chat open, so if anyone's watching on YouTube, I'll probably see them. Um, I think I will pop this out. I will pop out the chat and keep it on top so that if in case I do. Oh, doesn't seem to work like that. If in case I do get a chat notification, I can see it. Or should I just keep it over here maybe? I don't know. Top chat. There's no chat over here. Why do I need to go through the content guidelines? Man, I've done your friggin' course already. Now it's my screen is pretty crowded because of all the stuff I have over here, but that doesn't matter. I've got Milanote open on 2 screens, another one on top, and enough dilly-dallying. Let's just get straight to work. So this is the voice note that I had. I might actually format it first before I bring it in. I want to make a preparedness checklist that I review at the end of the week on Friday and update to make sure that I'm ready for the next week. I think I might actually. Do I want to brainstorm this with Gemini or do I want to brainstorm this by myself? I want to do it by myself first. I feel like that keeps my ideas much clearer than doing everything with Gemini or some AI. So I want to make a preparedness checklist. Boom, boom, ba-doom. Turn up the jams. Raspberry jam. I like that. So the 90% of creativity, what I learned, is in organizing. So I'm organizing the note, the content in this note itself. Review at the end of the week, Friday, and update to make sure that I'm ready for the next week. That's the point of this preparedness checklist. To make sure I'm ready for next week. Ready for next week. Things like having meals prepped. So now I'm going to start I wish you could have to-dos within. Oh, you can. Wow, nice. Do I have meals prepped for the next? Being prepared for my work at the office. What does that mean? Do I have my meals prepped for the week? Laundry. Meals prepped. Laundry done. I don't know. I'm just thinking of things. And I will actually group these into, let's say, a heading. I need to learn the shortcuts because I can't be selecting a headings manually with my mouse every time. So I think, oh wow, there's a search panel over here. I'm still learning so much about Millinode. I am a noob. I think Control slash should bring out, or just slash brings up the shortcuts. New note, presentation mode, delete object, object to unsorted notes, open board in new tab. What is this? How do you even do that? Command, I guess it's Control. No, that's Command. I want to know text formatting. How do you do a Control slash is line center? Good to know. And normal heading is Control Shift 2. So Control Shift 2. I'm gonna do chores. Laundry done. Nice. So you can actually, this is something I learned right now. You can actually make tasks to check off or a checklist within a note, which is perfect. Sometimes you don't want simple task lists. And I wonder then if you can also put an image within a note. That would be really perfect. Let me try. I'm just going to try screenshotting something to not get distracted. So I'm going to screenshot and then paste this inside. Hope it worked. It didn't work. Let's try. I'm going to try that again. No, you can't actually put images inside. Okay, that's good to know. Never mind that. Would be cool if you could. I'm kind of like trying to recreate Trello over here, but I think what I could do is probably put this in a column and then nope, can't do that. Yeah, this is the best I could do. That's fine. It's good enough. That's not what I want to do though. Do I have anything unsorted? So, not knowing the shortcuts really. How do I open the unsorted thingy? Select drawing, navigation, recent boards, parent board, forward, backward, toggle dark mode, larger, smaller interface. Oh, I like that. How do I essential shortcuts? Move to unsorted notes, but how do you actually open it? I guess you don't. It's okay. I don't need to know shortcuts for everything. Control Shift. Supposed to change the interface size. I don't know. I don't know if that's useful. Never mind. I guess it is. It is useful, to be honest. Like, if it takes up a bunch of my screen space, the interface itself, then it's not really super helpful. But anyway. Review at the end of the week. So this is all I have. That's why problem with Millinode is if you don't have anything, you can't go above and above and beyond, which kind of keeps it clean. But this, I don't know what I just used the template for the week, and being prepared for my huh. I kind of wanna what? Where'd my shit go? Oh. So I can go sideways as far as I want to my heart's desire, but I can't go up and down. Millinode is a bit quirky, but it's okay. At the end of the week, to make sure I'm ready for next week. Being prepared for my work at the university, at the office, for my university work. Identify what needs to be done. Having a realistic plan for each day of the week. What are the plan? Okay, so I'm gonna make another heading called plan. So this is a whole checklist, and I go through the whole checklist at the end of the week. Weekly preparedness checklist. I like that. Preparation. So I'm doing this on Sunday evening instead of Friday. Being prepared for my work at the office. Oh, this is loud. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. For my university work. Okay, so what are the 3 most important things for what are the 3 most what are the 3 most important things for to do at office? Now let me think about the architecture of this to do at uni. Realistic plan. Identify everything that needs to be. Ideally, I would not need to do this every week. Once I've gotten into the flow of things, but everything that needs to be done then build a realistic plan. And now is where things start to get a little spicy. I turned off the weights on the... Oh no, this... e-ink reader. Having to unlock it every time is a hassle. Anyway, better than it being stolen. How would it be stolen anyway? Why should I take this to the sauna? That's stupid. I'm going to actually turn off the screen lock on this device really quick. Lock layout. Change lock screen password. I'm going to disable this on my book so that I don't have to. No. I don't know what this is. Display? How do you change this? I love Yin Yin so much. Display. Sleep or wake up the device. Front light is enabled. Full refresh when back to home screen. Full refresh frequency, screen brightness. Okay, I need to figure this out really quickly. Book, Air 4C. Oh, there's a 5C already. Damn. Iterative upgrade. Android 15. Pen 3 stylus. Okay, now this is a... I don't know if it's actually better. The software seems to be much nicer. Wow, this guy can draw. Holy shit. He really can draw. Nope, he can't draw. This is crap. Do I need to watch this? It doesn't seem to make much of a difference. They seem more or less the same. Books, Air 4C, lock screen. Screen lock rather than lock screen. Password and security. There's no fingerprint. Is there a fingerprint reader? No, there isn't. I think there might be, I'm not sure. Password and security. Oh, there is a thing. What the hell? That's crazy. There's a fingerprint reader and I never knew about it. That's so cool. Okay, now I'm adding my fingerprints to the books so that I don't actually have to use the thingy every time. Okay, so I've got my right hand on there, try my left hand. Verify fingerprint. Yeah, it works. Cool. I'm gonna add another fingerprint. I'm sorry if this stream is boring, but I'm trying to fix this thing. So that I don't need to open it with numbers every time. Honestly, I mean, this is a pretty expensive tablet, but the more I use it, the more I'm starting to appreciate it and feel like the 550 was worth it. Or is it 600? I don't want to think about it. Okay, I've got my fingerprints added to my books. Now, hopefully, I can turn off the lock screen password. No, remove it. Don't change it. I want to remove my password. And then I should be able to open it with my fingerprint. It says allows fingerprint setup. Timeouts. I'm just gonna check real quick if my fingerprint lock is set up. Oh, looks like I do need to have the lock screen. Huh. Okay, so I'll set the lock screen. Okay, I set the lock screen password. Now I should be able to unlock with my fingerprint. Let's try. Seems like it's not working. What the hell? That's my fingerprint, bro. Oh, this is an annoyance. Nah, it didn't work. I think I need to, now that I've set the lock screen, I need to set the setting for the fingerprint. This is why Apple users hate Android. I mean, some things, if I'm doing it because I want to do certain other things, and you kind of have to realize that. But anyway. Oh, what? No, my fingers were removed. What the fuck? I think the moment that I removed the lock screen, my fingerprints were removed as well. It's crazy how good these fingerprint readers are. So basically, I sat down to plan, and I'm stuck at my fingerprint. I think I'll just do the right hand for now. I can't. I'm getting pretty annoyed by this. Okay, let's just keep it like that. And now I'm going to try with the lock screen again. Because I really like drawing on the books. It's just that, yeah, it worked, thank God. I'm going to do the rest of the setup later. I can't be bothered now. I'm feeling pretty warm now. I've been wearing this Snuggie. And it's 20 degrees in my room, and it doesn't warrant a whole Snuggie. Well, maybe that's a good thing. Alright, so I finally got my Milanote open on the books. And the funny thing is that I got a riser for my laptop, and then I realized that it was getting in the way, so I ended up moving it anyway. But the thing is that at least the laptop is here. If I want to use it or shift, then I can quickly plug it in and whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to cope right now. Anyway. Okay. So, got Millernet open. Identify everything that needs to be done, then build a realistic plan for each day of the next week. Okay. So, what I wanted to talk about is what does what are we trying to do per day? And I want to start. I was looking into Greg McKeown's essentialism framework. I want to implement them. So I know one thing that he talks about is the 1, 2. Oh, the writing quality is really good on Milanote. Once I have the pressure thing, it's turned off on my tablet. 1, 2, 3 daily. Essentialism. I think my girlfriend realized that the writing on Milanote is shit from the tablet, so she probably turned it off earlier. So, oh, that was green. Damn, I thought that was blue. But anyway, doesn't make a difference. That's the best thing about working on the computer and on my tablet at the same time. I can doodle things here and then edit them on the computer. It's pretty fantastic. And I want to check now what. I think I'll just use the Gemini pop up. I like this track. What are Greg McKeown's principles for essentialism? Did he? I think I know about the 1, 2, 3 rule for determining priorities per day. How would I combine this framework with something like Charlie Gilkey's productive flourishing, for example? What are some others? Okay, so essentialism and Charlie Gilkey's productive flourishing kind of fall together under a similar umbrella. So I'm gonna actually. I look down too much. That's because this is too far down. But that's also. I just look down when I talk to myself. Ideally, I think I should. If I keep the camera over here, then I'll be actually looking at the camera and not down at myself. So I think I'm gonna try doing that instead. I mean, that way you won't see me, which is a problem. But maybe I can enable my view in OBS somehow. Let me try. I don't think it's gonna work though. I think the stream switched to the other scene, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Even if I try to keep the chat pinned, I can't do anything. I'll just get rid of it, it's fine. If I minimize the chat, then it always stays docked. I don't like it. Yeah, even if I pop it out, I can't do anything. Then what's the point? Greg McEwen's essentialism is often reduced to saying no, systematic discipline for discernment. The 1 to 3 rule is less central to his core philosophy than his selection and elimination heuristics. Data-driven principles of essentialism, method to integrate them with Charlie Gilkey's productive flourishing framework. 90% selection criteria, mathematical core of essentialism. Let's start making a card for essentialism. And now I'm not a dum-dum. I know how to do a heading. Essentialism. Wait. Something's happened. Essentialism. Core principles. 90% rule. When evaluating an option, assign it a score between 0 and 100 based on how well it fits your essential intent. Okay, that sounds interesting. Assign things score. Score each thing 0, 100. Based on how well it fits your essential intent. Above 90% rating. If change rating to 0. Well, trying to make more space on my desk. It's a bit the slowest hiker constraint theory. McEwen adapts the theory of constraints, trying to improve every part of a project. Identified the single obstacle holding back the entire system. I like this song too. This album is just straight fire. Can I have this be normal text? No. That is not. If I'm so finicky with the with the formatting. I swear to God, I spent so much time on it. I think this belongs in a column. How do I make a column quickly? The basics. Code block, markdown, drawing. Maybe it's over here. Come on. I don't think you can do that. Never mind. It's okay. Little bit of manual is okay. Trying to learn something new. That looks much neater. And this is like a great way to study as well. If you want to summarize each concept into a little thing, I can just use Gemini on the side and Milanote, not Mirror. Slowest hiker. Slowest hiker. Slowest hiker. Theory of constraints. Trying to improve part of a project. Every part. Single obstacle holding back the entire system. Single obstacle. Find holding back the whole project. Ignore 80% of other of focus 100% on the bottleneck and ignore 80% of all. Okay. This card looks very elegant. This one does not. Find the, what's the, on this bottleneck. I think the saying no is the harder part. Obviously, you want to focus 100%. That's why. Okay, cool. Protect the asset. Sleep quantified. Treats the body as a capital asset. 8 hours of sleep not as a luxury, but as a performance protecting measure. 5% deficit in sleep results in a disproportionate drop in cognitive executive function. Well, yeah, that's the thing though. I mean, lately I've been kind of scheduling 7.5 hours, but I know that I should make time for 8 hours. And I usually do. Like 9 hours is the standard. Oh, my feet. 1, 2, 3 method clarified. Endorse a version of this daily planning to avoid overwhelm. 1, 2, 3. This is what I was looking for. What is this? Oh, it's this. It's the capture. It's a screenshot thingy. Just get out of here. Please no. Go away. I don't want any screenshots. One, 2, 3. Daily 1, 2, 3. This is what I started looking for. One big rock. Essential highlight of the day. Ew. These bullet points are ugly. Essential highlight of the day. I like wasting time doing stuff like this. Even better than that is this. Ugh. Point. Fingers. Which of these fingers shows 3? None. Yeah, okay. You get the idea. Important but not critical. All right, now I'm going to use a bit of AI assistance. Full capture. Full picture. So when something is difficult like this, the full picture step is cognitively, I feel the most, it feels the most overwhelming. Yeah, actually, I was also thinking that I would create a column for this. So this way, we're much tidier. Or I could just do this. Let's put this over here. Wow, that's amazing. This software is amazing. This tickles me so much because it's so pretty. I like pretty things. Pretty. It's so pretty. Now, the problem is, why isn't this? Oh, yeah. Oh, you can do it that way as well. Okay. Now the easy part, before the hard part, is to pop into Gemini and do a full dump. Sup hombre. I'm planning for week 2. Have look at my handbook and have a look at my handbook and to help me figure out, help me work through the following questions. Use The steps you see in the screenshot I'm sharing from Milanote. Short update. Last week, what happened last week? I have no clue. I did a major cleanup and organization of my room. I went to work the previous Monday, but I was feeling in a really strange headspace and didn't go to work after that. No, I think I actually did go to work. I just logged my hours, but I didn't actually do any work, I think. I'm not sure. Recently, I started using Milanote, and I absolutely love it. It's probably my favorite note-taking, brainstorming, all in one digital workspace. I've found using it. I'm feeling really warm right now. It's such a joy. I could spend all day just working on my stuff, since I can draw and doodle and add pages, and still the constraints in the tool make it so that it's very easy to keep organized. Kind of like Notion on steroids for creative, tactile people. Tactical. This would be perfect for pretty much every project I'm working on, and studying, coding at work, you name it. And personal projects. I will eventually replicate everything that's there in the handbook right now. Replicate everything that's in there in the typing is so much work. I'm gonna start dictating. So that I can figure out all the components in the workflow for the custom gem that we have going on here with you. Because eventually I want to automate this even further and create a program. And Milanote is really great for not only seeing all the components from a bird's eye view and how they connect, but also to see how I could actually organize the outputs UI, final UI for any software I would build, to automate the Wormslayer OS for any user and onboard them in the most streamlined way possible. melee node. Yes. Custom jam. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to work tomorrow, so mainly I want to focus on what I will be doing at work. The last couple times I clocked in at work, I didn't really do anything. And I don't want to stay at home because I feel like I'm not going to accomplish anything here. So now that the work week has will resume normally after the Christmas vacations, I want to be punctual and go in Monday, Wednesday, and Friday this week. On Wednesday as well, I've got the church choir, so I'm looking forward to that. First, anyway, help me list out all the things that I should be working on this week and making progress on. And by that, I mean all the things that you can see. And then we can identify which ones to focus on. Okay. So I've got that in my keep. Just going to copy the prompt over. Someone's drilling something really hard. What is that? What the fuck? What is that? Someone's boring away. What a boring life. Eventually. But I don't want to get bogged down with too much admin right now. Let's just get a bird's eye view for this week and tomorrow in particular. We can plan further on Tuesday since it's a holiday. Continuing to fanboy about Millinode. It's really great for not only seeing components of the Worm Slayer OS, better formalize the entities involved and organize to better formalize the entities involved, but also organize final UI. Okay, let's go. Oh shit, my pen fell down.
Huge win on the room cleanup. Physical reset does wonders for the mental state for Ryder. Total game changer for you. Spatial organization is kryptonite to the ADHD, out of sight, out of mind problems. Since you're loving it, we definitely want to migrate the Slayers OS there eventually. You're right, don't get lost in admin hell right now. Let's just use the current system to get you through tomorrow, and you can hack away at the Millionaire migration on your Tuesday holiday. Regarding the office paralysis, you go in, sit there, feel weird, do nothing, and leave feeling guilty. The fix is to walk in with one single clear technical goal. Work on thesis, specific definition of done, before you even walk out of the door. Bird's eye view of what's on your plate for week 2. Alright, this is good. Feeling really warm. I'm gonna take off the Snuggie now. I think I might be due for calling my girlfriend at some point. Disco. Grandpa's looking pretty jacked, huh? Planning to get a bit leaner over the weeks. Stinky. Oh, I need to take a shower. Check if my girlfriend texted me back. And my friend. Pluribus. Sorry to hear that you're sick, man. It's been snowing in Erlangen for 3 days straight. Glad I didn't get sick. Sick would have been a bummer. Gonna go insure myself. Looking forward. Go insure myself in the sauna and get good night for work tomorrow. Get a good night in. Pluribus sounds cool. I was watching 3BP recently with Sci-Fi is fucking it. Might Check it out. What kind of workshop did you attend? How was your workshop? How is more interesting than what, right? Gonna take a shower now. I'll call you once I'm done. It's gonna take a while. I've had such a. It's okay. Take your time, baby. It's okay. I'm not super. Oh no, my horse. Love having inside jokes. My girlfriend's way funnier than I am. I mean, I can be funny with her very easily because she's so funny. I've got the delivery, she's got the wit. Okay, so going back to I think I'll make another tea before I log in. It's not gonna be too difficult, but I'm just gonna put this in the dump. Week 2 menu. Full picture. Meals prepped, laundry done. Full picture. And this is a task in itself, so we give it that. Build a I think this goes together. What are the 3 most important things? No, Shift Tab. Do it Office. To do it Uni. I think Gemini probably already answered these for me. I don't even have to do anything. But I'll get my tea. I'm getting a bit thirsty. I can put this away. It's nice to look at, but this is what we're working on. Can I put a color on a column? This is the kind of shit that I waste my time on. Oh yes, I can. So what I would do is I would have essentialism. Oh, that's an ugly color. It's so ugly. I think these are the pastels, right? Yeah, these are pastels. That should be a bit nicer. Yeah, it does look a bit nicer. This, I'm gonna have a looks kind of taupe. I don't know about the yellow. I think I will. Think about essentialism. It's basically self-esteem, right? It's a self-esteem project. So I can put that in gray. Then each of these cards can have a color, and it's endless. It's just endless. I wish I could just have a top strip. Just have a top strip. It's so simple. I think I'll actually switch to dark mode. Danger zone. Delete your account. Can I add system? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That looks good. Oh yeah. That looks good. That looks good. Now, if I put the top strip color, it actually stands out, right? That's so much nicer. I like orange for active. It's just how my brain kind of works. And I can also, no, I can't. I can't change the color of the text. No, what was that for? Come on. Okay. T.
It's so nice that it's winter. I love having these fruity teas. Mix that in with my Träumchen tea. The most important thing I can do right now is to identify now actually to apply. Ah, fucking do the tea already. Right. 3 Slowest Hikers by Project. Single obstacle. Till Mittwoch. Midweek. Let's just write that. Midweek. That's what it is. 2-3 daily plan. Now this is another, I don't know. Apply essential intent for each of for all big, small rocks. No, medium. Big and medium. Small rocks are just small rocks. I mean, they're not the bottlenecks. Okay, so now we're actually applying the essentialist principles. Full capture is always the first step. I don't know what plan you're using, whatever. Full capture is always the first step. And I don't need to actually open another tab, because I've got Gemini right here. Right here. Sup, hombre. I like how Gemini is familiar with me. Monday's mission. These are the items currently screaming for attention. I don't like these bullets. Boom, 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 boom. Draft slides. No, so Gemini doesn't know what's actually important to me. Oh shit, no. 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 Come on. Why'd you move? Okay, that's nice and tidy. I need to move these a bit farther away. So that, or maybe farther down, so that they don't bother these things. But the problem is, all right, farther up it is. Farther up. Kind of need one whole, scroll to keep them clean. Now, identify everything that needs to be done. Let's clean this up. Cleaning is part of the data analytics process. It's the first step, is clean. Scientific project, full capture. I kind of want to make different cards for each of these. It's amazing. You can't put a column in a column, right? No, you can't. So I'm going to have a column. And that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if I can finish this. This. Kind of need to take a poop right now. I'll be right back. I can keep organizing my Milanote while I'm taking a poop. This is what I love about this software. So there's a lot of things, these are very general tasks, and there's a lot of things involved to do them. But Milanote or Gemini just gives me the thingy. I mean, that's what I asked it for, so can't really complain. I did this already. It's not exactly what I meant to do, but I'm kind of doing live streams very regularly. So we're still not done yet. We're still not done capturing everything. I have to capture the other stuff. From handbook, emergent. So the handbook stuff is kind of done. And since so basically the elements that I create here, it'll help me create more elements because I can just hit Control C and duplicate. And now, so these columns themselves are the projects. And each card inside the column is a task. So now I need to make sure. Now we're missing office work, of course. Office work. And we're also missing personal tasks. So full capture is the most important part. And I'm gonna I'm gonna offload some data right now. Be right back. massive shit. I'm trying as hard as possible to not get sore. Push hard in my training so I feel good about it. But that's why I got the essential amino acids. Feeling a bit chilly, just a little bit. Nothing crazy. But we can get going. I've got my fruity tea. I think I'm just a narcissist. If I can look at myself, or maybe it's about stimulation. I don't know. It's kind of like when I'm on video call. I just look at myself, and I don't know why that is, but I gotta work with what I've got. MVP REG. Graph, rag, test. Test the workflow. Test the workflow, add to dictionary, graph REG is something that is going to be important, continue to be important. Build an MVP to test the workflow. Find KG. Find a good. Start with 10. Narrow down to. I think I can't go to sauna today. I don't know. Let's use Fibonacci here. I think 10 is overkill. Find 8 to begin with. Read and narrow down to 8 good papers. Then find 8 good papers to begin with. Five papers. 3. With reasons. Read and narrow down with reasons to. to include in the scientific. Load data, print data frame, export order series test JSON with PySmat. Create DocuView for recreate DocuView from tag DocuView to existing DocuView in queue system P system to proper item ID. Test with queue system first by recreating in queue system first. I'm curious how the boards work here. Identify everything that needs to be done. Personal tasks. Draft. Project. Presentation. Da 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 da, yeah. Do 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 do. Actually, I'm gonna format everything now. And later on, and the way that I consolidate select cards is really easy. I just change the color. Orange is active. Consolidate lecture notes. Missed it. Did it. So we don't. I'm thinking of even simplifying this further. Let's have a look at the 2026 board I made. And then we put priority and secondary tasks. That's how it works. I wonder if you can link multiple link boards in multiple areas. Duplicate. No. I don't think you duplicate. Can't see shit. Come on. Still can't see shit. But I like the song. Lizard. You can actually group boards into columns. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna try doing that. Oh wow. If so, let's try this. Q1. January to March. Kind of gave myself a head start, but Q1 is Q1. Oh no. Han Swallow. Let's group these two. Oh, they're connected. How do I group them? Let's get rid of the connectors and then I group them. Wait. Can I group them even when they're... Oh no, you can't. Oh no, I can. And that just got rid of the lines. That's what it did. Let's kind of the ultimate goal. If I can do this, I can do everything. RDL, 150 kilos for 10 reps. Have a fucking spine. Is that even normal? I want to ask. What is that? RDL 150 kgs for 10 reps. Oh yeah. It's not an RDL, but it's a DL. Let's have a look. The guy looks big. It's a proper deadlift. So I'm aiming to be stronger than this guy. Calls muscle power. It's just dropping, slamming the weights. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but shoot for the moon and you land on the stars or some shit like that. These guys are yelling at him. This guy's old. I should be able to do it. This guy's old as fuck. No hate. I mean, he's doing better than I am with his channel with 1,000 videos. But I'm saying that as a young strapping man who knows quite a bit about what is that? What's he wearing? It's a deadlift suit. Anyway, never mind. Fuck that shit. So I aim to do 150 for 10. So I'm aiming to be stronger than that old guy who's probably much bigger than me, but I'm still 30. I still know a thing or two about training, even though I've never Romanian deadlifted more than 120 kilos. Big talk, but let's see if we can back that up. Back that up. I can actually, yeah, I can do that. RDL 150. That's one big goal, and the other really cool big goal would be to, I guess, incline bench. How much? Incline bench. And this is the thing I love about Milanote. It just opens the board exactly where I left it off. It's fucking amazing. This app, I swear to God. If I meet the owner, I'm gonna kiss him on the lips. Okay, I gotta hop off now because my better half is calling